is only going to cost $2,500. This means that it's tailored for the low and middle income segments of the market. However, what is largely ignored is how this is a family-oriented car. It has 4 doors compared to possibly the 2-door business-oriented model that you might find here in the US. Also, it has that extra space compared to the Maruti 800. While still minimizing cost and minimizing exterior space, you gain that 21% interior space, keeping it within Ratan Tata's vision of making a car for the family. Finally, this product is marketed as the people's car. This is a car for the masses of India. It is a high-volume sales product that is going to be launched in fall '08, and it will hit the streets and become a huge selling success. So onto the behavioral aspects. We have to realize that this is going to be the first car for many households. It's not going to come with the air conditioning, the power steering, the GPS systems that we might be accustomed to today. But it does bring on an aspect of being successful and having that status of owning a 4-wheeled vehicle. In terms of brand loyalty, the Nano has a great opportunity here because of the fact that Tata Motors has imaged itself as this is not a car for mass profits. This is a car where Ratan Tata fulfills his promise of a $2,500 vehicle so that the Indian masses can actually transition from a motorcycle to a four-wheeled car. And don't forget the two-year first mover advantage associated with the product. Since foreign competitors aren't going to be able to enter the market for probably more than 2 years, the Nano can basically get rid of any future competition. And finally, there's a lot of environmental aspects to the car and a lot of discussion about what impacts it could bring. I mean, we must consider that India has over 1 billion people in its population, and so this might add to global warming. But what is often ignored is the fact that the Tata Nano is going to have over 50 miles per gallon, which is something American cars can never claim. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Rohi.
After segmentation, let's move on to positioning, which we know is designing the image of the product in the minds of the customer. As far as Tata's Nano is concerned, Tata has been pretty clear about the positioning of this car. It wants Nano to be viewed as the people's car. It wants Nano to be viewed as the cheapest car available in the market worldwide right now and probably for the next 2 years. It wants Nano to be positioned as a very no-frills car. The basic model lacks even a radio, let alone power steering and air conditioning. It wants Nano to be a car which is based on just pure performance. Nano instinctively has an attractive look and is a car with ingenious and state-of-the-art technology. And Tata wants to position it as a car which empowers the masses of Indians and gives them a giant leap in their lifestyle. And Tata also plans Nano to be of such historical significance so that it will be remembered along with historical cars such as Ford's Model T, Volkswagen's Beetle and BMC's Mini, all of which made cars available to the general populace. Moving on to the next slide, we have the marketing mix. First of all, let's discuss the product portfolio. And this, the name Nano. What does Nano signify? Small size, lower price, but it also signifies modern outlook and it connotes high technology. Moving on to the technical features, let's compare Nano with Maruti 800. Over here you can see that Nano is a tad, as far as length is concerned, Nano is a bit shorter than Maruti 800. But it actually, like Tran said, it has 21% higher internal volume than a Maruti 800. Other aspects, like engine, Nano has a smaller engine than Maruti 800, but this engine is innovatively designed and it is the first time 2-cylinder gasoline engine as compared to the more conventional 3-cylinder engine from Maruti. Other features are almost the same between Nano and Maruti 800. Now let's move on to distribution. Tata is following a 3-phase distribution strategy for Nano. In the first phase, it wants to shortlist a few of its total strength of 170 dealers. In the second phase, it plans to reach out to the rest of the dealers as soon as the production ramps up in its Singur factory in West Bengal, India. And in the third phase, Tata plans to contact new dealers for the specific purpose of selling Nano only. This is because Tata expects a huge demand for Nano, and the present number of dealers are not going to be sufficient for Tata to sell this product. And even in distributorship, Tata has devised an innovative cost-cutting measure. Tata plans to set up assembly units in each region or city according to demographics. And these assembly units will be provided with completely knockdown kits, popularly known as CKDs, and the cars will be assembled there and provided to the dealers near that region. In this way, it plans to save around 5% of the total retail price of the car, which goes into transportation costs. Now I call upon Nandita to present pricing.
Pricing, as we all know, the market environment is very competitive, and the only way that Nano could gain market share was basically by reducing its price, and that's what it did. It used a strategy of market penetration. Tata's objective was basically to destroy the competition in the low-price car market, encroach onto the huge two-wheeler market, and to gain its market share. The dealership price was basically 1 lakh for the basic model, and the deluxe price was 1.8 to 2 lakhs, which is justified by its additional features such as the airbags, the air conditioning, and its sleek body design. Now we move on to, we see how promotion. Tata has already created a huge hype for its car, and it is employing the pull strategy for promoting the Nano. They have engaged in proactive market public relations by projecting the Nano as a form of corporate philanthropy and invoking national sentiments by terming Nano as the one man's dream car who is genuinely concerned about a family of 4 traveling on a scooter, for whom a car would be a safer option. If we analyze the current promotion strategy of Tata Motors, we will see that they've been extremely successful because their current booking, advanced booking, has overshot its limit. The SWOT analysis. Tata's main strength is its cost advantage, as it is the cheapest car, priced at $2,500. It has a very strong brand recognition among the transportation industries and the truck industry. It has helped them establish a wide network, which also has helped them reduce the price. The top management is very dedicated and capable. The Tata as a whole, they have excellent managerial skills. This translates better chances of flow of ideas, and they execute these ideas really well. Tata is the only Indian manufacturer that has designed its products from scratch for the Indian market. The Nano is set to be fairly fuel efficient, and its size will become more attractive with increasing congestion in the Indian roads. Tata has a system of identifying materials, designs, technologies, and processes very well. Now we move on to the weaknesses. Tata, as compared to the other cars, it definitely has less space, but because of its small size. It does not have air conditioning in select models. Its spare parts are available only at the Tata dealerships, which make it difficult for the people who purchase it. And Tata Nano cannot be used on highways because it's such a small car. Opportunities. The Tata Nano, it has great potential in India because India has a middle class which is as big as the US population. Tata is also in the process of acquiring Jaguar and Land Rover. Tata Nano has a website where people can go online and purchase its and order its car online to gauge international interests. Tata Nano also, since it's the first to introduce such a car, it has limited competition right now, so it can really do a very good job right now. Threats. Tata Nano is a test of a completely new segment, new approach, therefore it involves a lot of risk also. The Nano has garnered global attention because of its price tag, and because of that, it has experienced a lot of demand from the consumers, more than they anticipated. And although Tata aims to keep the cost at 1 lakh, due to steel prices and other supplies, there could be price fluctuations, which they don't know what to do about. And due to inadequate infrastructure, some people think that this may lead to the Indians sticking to the scooters and everything because they might think that the car is not adequate for the infrastructure. And also, if so many cars come onto the road, that will lead to the increase in fuel prices, which will also lead to an increase